What's up, Social Cam? Man, I'm so excited today. Man, I'm happy to be finished. I just finished a song for my man Brandon Williams project, which is going to be crazy, featuring the Baylors. Gina and I worked on this joint. Uh, wrote this joint together called Stronger. And I just finally finished the live drums. As you can see, it's taking me a long time to say things because I'm delirious. I didn't get to bed till around 2 or 3 this morning. I work endlessly, and I just have to tell you something. A special shout out to my man Steve McKee. Steve McKee Beats. A dope producer and musician. A killing drummer. This dude really encouraged me to start laying live drums, but in that, he took on the task, which he didn't know, that I was going to be calling him and bugging him like crazy. So I was talking to him at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, trying to say, hey, Steve, how am I supposed to bounce? How can I get my drum stuff bounced down right? Okay, how do I do this, Steve? How do I do that? How do I do this? I was wearing him down. But he's the most patient guy, only with me. So I get that privilege. But man, I got to give a shout out to my boy Steve. Thank you so much for all your help, your advice. And I'm telling you, these drums, not because it's me doing it and hyping it up and all that, but God is blessing me to really learn to get my drum sound together. I mean, I'm like, man, I'm in amazement. Like, man, I should have been doing this years ago. But you know what? There's a time and season for everything. And now I'm in that time and season because I'm going to start working on my album. ASAP, I know I've been talking about it, but I've been having so many other projects been working on, and not in the way of like, oh man, I'm so busy, I'm doing it all. Nah. No, I gotta really focus. That's my thing. Focus. The Baylors. We have to focus. Gina and our birthday are a day apart in October. So you know what that's like around this house. But in any case, I know I'm talking long. You know what? I'm just gonna let you just hear just a little bit of these drums. Just check out this drum sound. I'm sorry, this is gonna be a long post, but you know what? I'm gonna play you, let you hear some of it in context with the song. So you just heard the groove. Now you're gonna hear the drums in context. This is this joint Stronger. Just let you just hear a little bit of it.
I love every moment of our lives. I can't imagine ever thinking twice of saying yes to you. Everywhere we go, people always want to know what is this thing we have. And we cry, we can laugh. Much more than a physical thing. It's a spiritual connection that makes us win. Keep it stronger, gotta go longer to love that way. We gotta love harder, gotta be smart, stronger every day.
Okay, that's enough. But in any case, my approach to laying drums as a drummer, I say this. Sometimes simplicity is really an amazing thing. When I was in the Yellow Jackets, I learned something. As a young cat, I was like, oh man, I want to get in the studio and play my best stuff that I've been working on, or this and that. I want to sound my best. But I learned something. Jimmy Haslip, the bass player in the Yellow Jackets, taught me something. He said, what you do is, man, just find you a part. And if you find you a part, that will really lock things in. And so each section of the song, the verse, whatever, I try to do something different to uplift it, but it's still a part. And so when I do a drum fill, I learned this as a drummer. It sticks out. Like, for instance, for all y'all that love Chris Dave, I give a perfect example. Kim Burrell's first album. Count how many drum fills he played on that whole record. But when he did it wasn't a lot of drum fills at all. When he did do a drum fill, it was like 1 or 2 in the song. It sounded monstrous. So what happens is, what I learned is less is more. So when I do a drum fill, it's like a serious statement. So it makes it sound like, wow, man, this cat opened up. But I really, if you listen to the any Yellow Jacket records I play on, I'm not doing a whole lot of opening up in drum fills like you think, but the drum fills I do, they're in the pocket, but it makes it sound like I really open up a lot. Because you got to think about it. If you're listening to something over and over, you don't want to hear something on steroids. So that 1 or 2 or whatever, how many drum fills, because a drum fill really supposed to be about taking you into the next section for real. Now, you know, of course, there's interplay, of course, as a drummer in certain, you know, in certain music situations, which I think it's important in all situations. But I just want to say, my main thing is what I did was to uplift the song. I played different parts in different sections. So I just want to give you that nugget. It's about 5-6 minutes on this tweet. So I mean on this post. But I'll holler at y'all. Brandon Williams project, dope producer, musician. His album is dropping soon. So I'm just finishing up the drums, about to get them in these files, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace. Yeah.